Hello and welcome. Happy greetings to you in this new year. Huzzah! I hope that you have had a good start to your new year. And if you haven't had a good start, I hope it does improve. Today I thought it would be fun to do a chatty ASMR video where we look at my very old, a little new thrown in collection of stickers. And when I say old, the B1, you can see one B right there, a lot of them are used. The B1 is probably from when I was around middle school age, so I still have them for some reason. I used to love stickers so much, and I still enjoy stickers, but I also need to think of ways to use them. My primary usage over the past few years has been to often put them on the back of an envelope, like a wax seal. Also, wax seals. So incredibly cool, I think. Without further ado, let's dive in. Also, look at these sparkly golden hearts. They're so incredibly cheery. These are very new. They came with some holiday gift bag tag cards where you write the person's name to and then from. And I didn't use them for those. But I like how vibrant they are. We won't bother with that. I have some really pigmented eyeshadows, but I feel like it's hard for me to get something that beautiful and that vibrant. I guess there's always trying. We'll put those right there for some jolly encouragement. This one's all cattywampus. Wow, there are a few fuzzies on the back. I know, it's very sticker. Well, no, it's not. Kind of matches the fabric, doesn't it? We'll just stick it right there. Yep. We're gonna go for relaxing chaos today, which sometimes I feel like is the theme. has some catchy music, and I've seen it several times. The old version with Julie Andrews, but it's not my favorite. I don't hate it, but I also don't love it. Also, what are your thoughts on merry-go-rounds? That is a merry-go-round, right? I feel like it might be called other names. It's winter where I'm at. It's very opposite a fun park. It's very cold. There is no laying in the sandbox happening anytime soon. Speaking of cold, look at this delicious snowflake. Oh, I love it. So shiny and sparkly. But the sparkle doesn't really come off. So that's nice. That's really cute. We'll put the shovel over here next to the sandbox. More snowflakes. It occurs to me in this very moment, me who did not actually put more than one ornament on my 2-foot Christmas tree. More on that in a moment. But I could have actually taken some thread or some ribbon and strung the nice snowflakes up. But considering I didn't even dig out my rather small to medium-sized ornament collection, I probably wouldn't have done that either. I have one 2-foot Christmas tree that sits at the moment. It is still up. I know, we're in January. The tree is still up. It sits on the piano, and it looks nice there, and it has some lights on it. But it only has one ornament on it, which is actually, speaking of snowflakes, it's a crocheted snowflake. My sister crochets snowflake ornaments and gave us one for Christmas, so that one got on the tree. That is how my very small 2-foot fake tree that sits on the piano only has one single ornament on it. I was just busy and tired and chose to do other things with my time, apparently, than putting ornaments on my very tiny tree. So there's that. Did you put up a tree? Do you celebrate Christmas? Do you not celebrate Christmas? If you do, what are some holiday traditions that you have? For myself, I'm going to try to not make it a tradition to not put the ornaments on the tree. Although I suppose it does make sense because I didn't even put the tree together and I don't think it actually comes apart. And I didn't have to take it out of the box because I put it away, not in the box last year. It was just kind of sitting, admittedly a little haphazardly, in a closet. Enough about me and my chaos. Tell me about you and your chaos. A something, something, something. Yes, yes. We will call it, get ready for it. We will call it a bird. Is it a cormorant? I don't know. I'm sorry, I'm not up on my birds. Which is not great, but I'm not up on them, admittedly so. It's a bird and it's some form of a duck. That's all I know. Bear, beaver. Oh my gosh, I love beavers. Which sounds weird to say. But I'm talking about the animal and the situation. I think they are the cutest animals, and they're so amazing how they build dams and cut down trees. Oh, it's just fascinating. I want to see a beaver in its natural habitat in the wild. And I might have seen, I think, a beaver dam, but I don't think I've ever actually seen the beaver. I mean, except in captivity, which I'm wanting to see a beaver, not in captivity, some point. I guess you could call it a bucket list fish. Some like little children train things in a ball. Puppy love and doggy. There are beads glued to this. I don't know if you can see that. That's so cute. Raised up beads. It's one of those. Like a couple others. Raised up stickers. Excellent for making homemade cards or scrapbooking. Speaking of doggies and puppies and puppy love, do you have any pets yourself? And if so, what kind? I always find it fascinating what people gravitate toward. There's a family friend who loves arachnids. She finds them on her windowsill sometimes and she's just overjoyed. She loves watching them. She sometimes tries to make like a little home for them, which is not in my interest wheelhouse because I don't like spiders. I think it's fair to say that my dislike is actually stronger than what people typically think of when they hear the word dislike. My aversion to spiders is more in the hatred category of strength of feeling. I'm afraid of them, and I do not like them, and I'm notorious for asking coworkers to kill the spiders when they appear in the office at jobs I've had before. I literally asked a coworker on his first day if he would kill a spider. Now, I did start out by asking if he was afraid of them. And he did it, which was very nice of him. It was a very small office, so I was limited to who was available at the time to ask about a spider killing. Which, of course, our family friend would probably just be in tears. So I will never tell her that story. And if you love spiders, that is actually good. Because someone needs to love spiders, and it's not going to be me. There's a bunny holding a little carrot. Let me rephrase that. bunny holding a very large carrot in proportion to the size of the actual bunny. Oh my gosh. Lisa Frank. Okay, these have to be like decades old. Apparently it was hole punched at one point. Okay, that's not even a sticker, that's just part of the design. There are just 3 stickers, the 2 cats and the fish in the bowl. Are you a big Lisa Frank fan? I had a few things, but it was pretty minor and mild. I know it's more popular now, I think it's at a resurgence. Quotables. I believe I used these to make homemade cards several years ago. I made some thinking of you, birthday kind of cards. Hold a true friend with both your hands, a Nigerian proverb. Friendship isn't a big thing, it's a million little things. Happy is the man who finds a generous friend. Friendship is hard. It's hard to find friends, I think, depending on the season, especially. There's a lot of congrats baby stuff, which apparently I didn't make any congrats baby cards back in the day, so that's interesting. It's time to party. Special celebration. How was your new year? Did you go on vacation somewhere as a sightseer? It's really pretty. I definitely intended to do more scrapbooking than I did back then, and I have heretofore done. With the advent of Impex, I think Snapfish is one of them. There are a couple of others. These places where you can digitally upload and then add. I guess I'm just gonna call it clip art. Maybe they don't call it that nowadays anymore. That's just so easy and so nice. But maybe I should do something with some of this stuff. So, circling back to celebration. What did you do for New Year's? We did 2 main things. We kind of divided the night in half. There are the bees. I kind of slowly falls a little bit. It doesn't explode. Fireworks don't come shooting out of it. I was like, oh. It was one of those distinct memories of, oh, I had built that up very differently in my mind. And man, was it a disappointment for me personally. And I've had a vendetta against it since. Just kidding, of course. I just find it a little dull. What are your thoughts? What do you do to celebrate the new year? Coffee. Do you drink coffee? I actually really enjoy just being snuggled under blankets, playing video games, and then watching the ball drop. Which maybe that's the last year we'll watch the ball drop, because maybe we'll find something else. We'll tune into Australia's amazing fireworks show. I think Berlin had a good one. Like, a lot of other places seem to have more interesting things. And maybe I just need to find more interesting ones that they do near me. We'll see. Okay, I'm gonna read, recite, say this sticker's tagline in Mickey Mouse's voice. Are you ready? Gear up for it. You're a star. Oh my gosh, that sounded so creepy. Okay, shouldn't have done that. Wow, that was the creepy Mickey Mouse voice. I guess whispers can sound creepy if you're trying to imitate. Little thought bubbles. No, those aren't thought bubbles. Those are quote bubbles. And tomato, tomato, potato, potato. These letters are falling off. Oh my gosh, they're so old. There's no stick left. There's like no sticky. They've turned a color. Okay, we're gonna just have to ceremoniously wave bye-bye to those stickers. Thank you for your, I guess, service for whatever you did back in the day. Do you like coffee? I actually don't drink coffee anymore. That's not a New Year's resolution, but it's continuing into this year. I gave up coffee, I think it was in May of last year, for dietary issues. And it's helped a lot. So, probably not gonna go back. I did love it though. But I also love not feeling as bad. So, I just have a very sensitive digestion. It's so sensitive. I've had surgery for it. Yeah, but we're not going to get into that now. That's a whole nother thing. Speaking of New Year's and resolutions, do you have any? because of nostalgia. Something I like to say is that nostalgia covers the multitude of sins. Nostalgia covers reasons why, as an adult, you wouldn't get into it, or you wouldn't want to necessarily promote something, and it just makes you see through rosy glasses when others are like, huh, nostalgia covers a multitude of sins. I actually have no idea there's controversy around My Little Pony, but I'm just saying in general. Accessibility. That's a personal, close to my heart thing, which I'm not going to get into at present either. Did I color that? It's pretty good. So, New Year's resolutions. I have several. One of them is to learn 12 new songs on the piano. My goal this year was rather far-reaching. I should say last year. 23, and I basically did 21. Although not all of them were perfected, and some of them were resurrected from when I took lessons like eons ago. And some of them are nursery rhymes, so they're like a page. Still counted, but want to learn a bit more complicated, longer songs. I am not that great at piano. I learn very slowly the songs. I should say I learn the songs slowly. And I'm not ever going to be amazing, but I'm happy with my level as long as I, make improvements where I can. But I'm content with my level of mediocrity in this regard because I enjoy it. I will never make money off of it. I will never be a professional pianist. I will never teach piano. But I'm enjoying it. So, you're never too old to retake up an instrument or to learn a new one. Alright, we'll do a couple more. Traveler. I think the street got a little misshapen. Oh, I just could have put this up on the wall and counted that as my Christmas tree, couldn't I? And a flower. So cute. Alright, here's where I leave you. I hope you have good rest. I wish you very well with your next steps, your next goals.